Tired of knee pads that slip during a takedown or leave you with painful mat burn? I've identified the 5 wrestling knee pads that actually stay in place and deliver real protection. Our rigorous testing process, which includes weeks of on-mat trials and mobility assessments, has revealed exactly what separates elite wrestling knee pads from the rest. Each one offers unique advantages that could be perfect for your training needs. So make sure to watch the complete list. You'll find all the links with the best updated prices in the description. Here we go. Starting off at number 5, we have the McDavid knee pad gel Sorbothane. And what caught my attention was that thick gel insert they use for impact absorption. If you're dealing with knee pain or just want serious protection during wrestling, this one's designed with both of those needs in mind. The standout feature here is the Sorbothane gel padding. It's a high-performance material that's really effective at absorbing shock and dampening vibration. During intense drilling or takedowns, you'll notice that extra cushioning, protecting your knees from hard impacts. The neoprene construction gives you that compression feel, which helps with blood flow and can reduce swelling if you're dealing with soreness or inflammation. What I appreciated is how versatile this pad is. It's not just for wrestling. You can use it for running, volleyball, or even activities like gardening if your knees need support during everyday tasks. The latex-free design means it won't irritate sensitive skin, and the breathable material keeps you reasonably comfortable during longer training sessions. Additionally, the nylon reinforcement adds serious durability, so these should hold up well through repeated use and washing. They're designed to fit either leg, which is convenient if you only need support on one side or want to switch them around between knees. However, keep in mind that the thick gel insert does add some bulk. If you prefer a really low-profile pad or need to wear them under tight clothing, this might feel a bit chunky on your knee. The sizing can also be tricky with compression sleeves like this, so make sure to double-check the measurements before ordering. What really convinced me was the combination of arthritis-grade support with sports-level impact protection. It's like getting 2 different functions in one pad. One consideration is that higher price point compared to basic foam options, but you're paying for that premium Sorbothane technology and the dual-purpose design. Link is in the description. Next up, we have the padded compression knee sleeve 2-pack, and what really stood out to me was how they balance protection with flexibility at a budget-friendly price point. The main protective feature here is the thicker knee pad that's engineered to absorb impact during takedowns and falls. Unlike bulkier options we've seen, this one keeps a lower profile while still giving you that cushioning you need on the mat. The material is highly elastic, stretching more than 2.5 inches in both directions, which means it adapts to your knee shape without feeling restrictive. What I really appreciated is the embedded anti-slip strip. It's got these soft silicone ripples that keep the sleeve from sliding down during intense drilling sessions. You won't be constantly yanking them back up between rounds, which is something that can really mess with your focus during practice. The breathable fabric is another solid feature. It's designed to wick away or face perspiration quickly, so you're not dealing with that soggy, uncomfortable feeling halfway through training. You'll even notice a slight cooling sensation when you first put them on, which is a nice touch during warm-ups. Since you're getting 2 sleeves in the pack, the value proposition here is pretty strong. They're positioned at the lower end of the market range, making them accessible for younger athletes or anyone who doesn't want to drop a lot on premium materials like specialized gel inserts. However, keep in mind that the brand isn't well established, so you're taking a bit of a risk on long-term durability compared to more recognized names. The medium sizing should work for most people, given how stretchy the material is, but if you have particularly large or small knees, you might want to check the measurements carefully. What really convinced me was the combination of practical features without unnecessary bulk. It's straightforward protection that focuses on what actually matters during wrestling. One consideration is that without detailed material composition info, you can't be certain about allergen concerns if you have sensitive skin. Link is in the description. At number 3, we have the RDX Oeko padded knee pads, and what immediately stood out to me was that 4-way segmented padding design. If you need protection that actually moves with your knee instead of fighting against it, this is where RDX really delivers. The key innovation here is how those padding segments work together. Unlike a single thick pad that can feel stiff, this design flexes dynamically as your knee bends and rotates. During scrambles or when you're shooting for takedowns, you get full mobility without sacrificing that protective coverage. The EVA foam cushioning does a solid job with impact absorption, distributing the force across your knee instead of letting it concentrate in one spot. What I really appreciated is the attention to ventilation. There's an open ring structure right at your knee pit where you typically get the most sweat buildup. The elasticated polyester fabric is genuinely breathable, and they've added a QD1 lining that keeps things dry during those longer training sessions. You won't get that clammy feeling we saw with some compression-heavy options. The fit system combines a hook and loop closure at the top with a stretchable fabric strip at the bottom. This dual anchor approach keeps everything locked in place without constant readjustment between rounds. It's more secure than relying on compression alone, but without the bulk of thicker gel inserts. RDX is an established brand in combat sports, so you're getting that reliability factor. The Oeko Oeko certification means the materials are tested to be free from harmful substances, which matters if you have sensitive skin. What really convinced me was how they balanced flexibility with protection. It's not trying to be the thickest pad or the most minimal sleeve. It just focuses on letting you move naturally while keeping your knees safe. One consideration is that you'll need to measure your thigh circumference accurately, about 4 inches above your knee, to get the right fit, so don't rush the sizing process. Link is in the description. Next up, we have the Tenace BJJ knee brace, and what really stood out to me was that combination of gel padding with lateral stabilizers. If you need both impact protection and stability during grappling, this is where Tenace delivers something different. The core protective element here is the anti-shock gel pad positioned right at your knee. It's designed to absorb those hard impacts during takedowns and groundwork, similar to what we saw earlier, but with a design that's specifically tailored for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and grappling movements. What makes this one unique is those lateral stabilizers built into the sides. They're there to prevent hyperextension and keep your knee tracking properly during transitions and scrambles. The compression fit is another solid feature. It's engineered to improve circulation and reduce muscle fatigue during those longer rolling sessions. You'll notice that warmth and support wrapping around your knee, which can help with recovery between rounds. What I really appreciated is the dual security system. There's a silicone band at the top that grips your leg to prevent sliding, combined with 2 adjustable straps that let you dial in exactly how firm you want that fit. Unlike options that rely only on compression or just elastic material, this gives you actual control over the support level. The premium materials suggest this should hold up well through repeated training sessions. Tenace has built a solid reputation in the combat sports community, so you're getting that brand reliability factor without paying for a globally recognized mega brand name. What really convinced me was how they focused specifically on grappling needs rather than trying to be a general purpose knee sleeve. One consideration is that hand washing only requirement. You can't just toss these in the machine, which might be inconvenient if you train frequently and want quick turnaround on your gear. Link is in the description. Before we reveal our number 1, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And finally, at number 1, we have the BodyProx Protective Thick Sponge Knee Pads. And what really impressed me was how they deliver serious protection without that bulky feel we saw with some of the gel options earlier. The core feature here is that high-density sponge foam. It's designed to absorb impacts effectively during takedowns and scrambles, giving you substantial cushioning right where you need it. The construction combines EVA foam with polyester fabric, which creates this balance between durability and flexibility that's hard to find at this level. What I really appreciated is how lightweight these feel during movement. Unlike thicker gel inserts that can add noticeable bulk, this design keeps things streamlined while still protecting your knees from hard mat contact. The ergonomic shape follows your knee's natural contours, so you're not fighting against stiff padding when you're shooting or transitioning. The breathable fabric is another solid feature. It's engineered to keep moisture away from your skin, which means you won't get that soggy, uncomfortable feeling during longer training sessions. You'll also notice the compression provides some warmth around the joint, which helps with blood circulation and can reduce muscle fatigue between rounds. Since these are unisex with multiple sizing options, they work for a wide range of athletes. The elastic material gives you good stretch in all directions, adapting to your leg shape without feeling restrictive. This versatility extends beyond wrestling too. People use these for volleyball, basketball, gardening, really any activity where you need knee protection. What really convinced me was the combination of effective impact resistance with everyday wearability. They're not trying to be specialized gear for one specific sport. They just focus on protecting your knees comfortably across whatever you're doing. One consideration is that if you need medical-grade support for a pre-existing injury, these are protective pads rather than structured braces, so they won't provide that level of stabilization. Link is in the description. Now you know exactly which knee pads will give you the protection and performance you need on the mat without risking your money on gear that slips during matches, restricts your movement, or wears out after a few hard training sessions. All the links with updated prices, detailed specs, and current deals are in the description. Check them out now because Amazon prices change constantly and you don't want to miss the best value.